Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to maintain your health coverage in Louisiana without missing a single beat. We all know healthcare is absolutely crucial. And yeah, navigating the administrative side can feel a little daunting, but honestly, it really doesn't have to be.
Are you worried about losing your Medicaid coverage in Louisiana? Well, stay with me, because in just a few minutes, you'll learn the step-by-step process to renew your Medicaid online easily and efficiently, ensuring your coverage never lapses. We're going to take all the guesswork out of this entirely.
Here is our roadmap for today. We've got 1. Overview, 2. Preparation, 3. Step-by-step online renewal, 4. What happens after submission, 5. Troubleshooting and support, and finally 6. Tips and final reminders.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, Overview, Why Renewing Matters.
Millions of residents rely on Medicaid and Healthy Louisiana managed care plans for everything from routine checkups to critical prenatal care. Now, behind the scenes, the system actually tries to do some of the heavy lifting for you. Under federal law, the Louisiana Department of Health has to attempt an automatic renewal first. They check data they already have on file, like state wage records. If they can confirm you're eligible automatically, you're good to go. But if they can't verify your income or assets, they're going to send you an official packet in the mail. When you check your mailbox, you need to look out for the official Louisiana Department of Health Medicaid logo. If you see that logo, it means they need more information from you, and the clock is officially ticking.
So let's talk about how that clock actually ticks. Medicaid generally runs on a 12-month cycle. The state will typically send out that renewal notice about 60 days before your actual renewal date. Once that letter is dated, you usually have exactly 30 days to respond and submit your info. After you hit submit, the state takes around 30 to 45 days to process it all. The big takeaway here? Ignoring that letter means an automatic closure of your coverage at the end of your renewal month, even if you are perfectly eligible. You definitely do not want that.
Moving right along to Section 2, Preparation, Getting Ready to Renew.
Before you even touch a keyboard, getting the right documents together is the absolute secret to a stress-free renewal. Depending on what the state couldn't verify automatically, you might need to prove your current income or any household changes. So have your recent pay stubs from the last 2 to 4 weeks ready, along with your most recent tax returns. If you've had major life changes, maybe you had a baby, got married, or went through a divorce, have those official certificates on hand. And if you've moved, you'll need a utility bill or a lease agreement showing your new address. Oh, and a quick pro tip just between us, always submit copies or digital scans, never send in your only original copy of a birth certificate.
All right, Section 3, Step-by-Step, Online Renewal, the Portal.
While you can renew by mail, doing it online is by far the fastest and most reliable method. Renewing via the LAMID self-service portal guarantees your info reaches the database immediately. It basically takes 4 main steps. Step 1, accessing mymedicaid.la.gov. Step 2, setting up your account credentials. Step 3, linking your case. And Step 4, verifying your data and submitting. Let's look at a few potential roadblocks you might hit along the way.
When setting up your new account, a really common mistake that will instantly delay you is trying to use your email address as your user ID. The system strictly prohibits this. You literally have to create a unique user ID that is entirely separate from your email handle. You also need to create a secure password, and as you'd probably expect from a government portal, the rules are pretty strict. It's case-sensitive, has to be a minimum of 8 characters long, and must include at least 1 capital letter plus a special character or number. Also, during account creation, you'll be asked to create a 6-digit numerical PIN. Do not forget this PIN. You are going to need it to electronically sign your application at the very end of the process.
Once your account is verified through an email link, you have to tell this system who you actually are. To link your account to your specific Medicaid benefits, you'll need 3 key pieces of info to pass the data match: the primary contact's exact last name, their date of birth, and their social security number. Once you're linked, you just hit the Renew My Benefits button, review the info they already have, update anything that's changed, upload those documents we talked about, and use that 6-digit PIN to sign and submit. Easy, right?
Which brings us to Section 4, What Happens After Submission, the Outcomes.
So you've successfully navigated the portal and uploaded your docs. What actually happens next? Well, processing usually takes about 30 to 45 days. If your renewal is approved, your coverage continues seamlessly with new benefit dates. If your demographic info changed, you'll even get an updated card in the mail. But what if it's denied? Well, if you're denied because your income is genuinely too high now, your Medicaid coverage stops, though you might be redirected to the healthcare marketplace. But if your coverage stops just because you missed a paperwork deadline, you're not entirely out of options.
And that brings us to a massive federal safety net. If you're disenrolled purely because you missed the deadline, what they call a procedural termination, Louisiana has a 90-day reconsideration window. This means you have exactly 90 days from the date your case was closed to submit that missing renewal paperwork. If you do, the state has to reconsider your eligibility without forcing you to start a brand new application from scratch. If they find you're still eligible, your coverage is fully restored.
Let's move to Section 5, Troubleshooting and Support. Getting help.
Look, even with the best preparation, sometimes technology just fails, or you might have a uniquely complex household situation. If you're locked out of your account, if you forgot that 6-digit PIN, or if you're just stuck on a confusing question, don't panic. Just call the Louisiana Medicaid Customer Service Hotline at 1-888-342-6207. Again, that's 1-888-342-6207. Representatives are there between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and they can actually complete the entire renewal process with you right over the phone.
And remember, the online portal is just a tool. It's not a trap. If it just isn't working for you, you can completely bypass it. As alternative options, you can renew by phone like we just mentioned, you can mail your physical packet back to the Baton Rouge P.O. box listed on your notice, or you can just walk right into a local Medicaid office and get some face-to-face assistance.
Finally, we've reached Section 6, Tips and Final Reminders, Staying Proactive.
To make sure you never face a terrifying lapse in your healthcare coverage, here are a few pro tips. First, always keep your mailing address updated in the portal the exact moment you move. If a renewal packet goes to your old department, you won't even know you're being reviewed and your coverage will just automatically close. Second, set a calendar reminder on your phone for your renewal month. Also, keep this in mind. Starting in January 2027, ACA expansion adults will actually move to a 6-month renewal cycle instead of 12. So getting comfortable with the online portal right now is going to save you a lot of time later.
Just a quick disclaimer to wrap up. While the information we've broken down today is accurate right now, state policies and processing guidelines do change. Always check the official Louisiana Department of Health website for the most current rules, income limits, and portal instructions to make sure you have the latest facts for your family. Healthcare is high stakes, but you now have the clear step-by-step tools to protect your family's coverage and avoid that frustrating administrative red tape. When you manage your health coverage proactively, you truly take back control of your well-being. So I'll leave you with this. Are you renewal ready? What part of the Medicaid portal process is tripping you up? Drop your questions or your own tips in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.